Hello and welcome back to Necromancy 101. This week we're going to continue our discussion on traditional vampires. So, like I said before, most Western varieties of vampires can trace their origin back to someone doing something stupid and getting someone divine or godlike or someone in the agent of godlike angry at you. Like, slept with a god. Vampire. You don't obey your husband? Vampire. Cut your hair the wrong way. Vampire. Feed a god a meal cooked from the flesh of your sons that you prepare and say is cow meat until they finish and then say, actually, that was my kids. Vampire. Who actually turn into a wolf and then die and then turn into a vampire. Admittedly, the last one's probably pretty legit for getting anybody angry at you, really. So you do that, you deserve what you get. Anyway, all that being said, so that is the main reason traditional vampires have religious weaknesses. Because when a god's angry at somebody, their usual reaction is just to kill them. Like, you sewed better than me, death. Or, you slept with someone I wanted to sleep with, death. And, sometimes they're like, oh, but I feel bad about killing you now. So, I'm going to turn you into a spider instead, and you'll weave forever like that. Or, some other kind of animal. Or you'll turn them into a tree or something. But with a vampire, you really make them angry. And so they really want to make you suffer personally forever. Well, the initial iteration might not suffer forever, but when gods do what gods do, they tend to spread that around like a 3-year-old that gets into the peanut butter. You know it happens. You're going to come home with your walls covered with peanut butter and a big grin on their face. So like that. Now, and just because a god gets angry at you, that doesn't mean, you'll be cursed and your curse will have awesome powers. Like, oh no, I live forever and my only weakness is this one thing. That's so terrible. No, they won't do that. Because whatever powers you get will only be magnified by the suck that comes along with them. They don't accidentally give you superpowers. If they're going to give you a superpower, you will be a hero. So, which has an entirely different set of ramifications to it. But anyway, so, and this is particularly true for clans and immortals that have been around for a while. Like, you're a super immortal. Hope you like counting rice and not being able to cross running water. Oh, and an allergy to light. That's a good one. Thanks, modern cinema. Yeah, that one is actually new because, like I said, gods build in the weaknesses. And if there's a weakness that they find that wasn't there originally, they'll be like, hey, I like that. So, theoretically, you could just list off a big bunch of, vampire weaknesses, and if somebody divine pays attention, they could be like, oh, hey, a weakness to Polka. Ha, that's fun. All right. I know you guys like Polka, so no more Polka for you. Or something like that. So, that being said, the reason that elder races of vampires tend to be more powerful is that sometimes the god, might not have the oomph to modify the curse anymore, or they might not even be around anymore. So, the vampire might be the only reason the god still exists. So the elder vampires and really powerful races of vampires don't have anything except an immortal life of hating the living while living out the uncursed, while living out, their immortal lives, creating vast arrays of vampires. So, to serve whatever they need. Yeah, so that's it for today. Big shout out to Devin Kurtz, our Patreon. If you want to check out our Patreon, check out the links below. If you want to check out the website, also check out the links below. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.